Good morning, Hornets. Today is Monday, April 7th. Relentless effort, stand up and own it, and be better together at Monroe Junior High School. Remember, this week we are doing our Spirit Week for Month of the Military Child. So today, hopefully, we see lots of red, white, and blue. And tomorrow, it is statewide Purple Up Day. Purple is the color to represent the military families and those that are affected by those being deployed. So wear your purple tomorrow for statewide Purple Up Day. Our staff member of the week is Mrs. Hayden, our Spanish teacher. Be sure to give her a special shout out to Mrs. Hayden. Thanks for all that you do. And remember, Ohio State testing starts tomorrow. We are ready to go for that. So English Language Arts, we're doing part 1 of that assessment tomorrow. And then we are doing part 2 of that on Wednesday, the next day. So be ready to go for Ohio State testing this week. And we are going to do our expectation meetings today for the Ohio State test. That's going to be during Hive, and we are going to meet in the auditorium. 7th grade, we're going to meet with you first. So everybody's going to report to Hive, and then your Hive teacher is going to escort you down to the auditorium. 7th grade, we're meeting from 11 to 11:15. And then 8th grade, we're going to have you walk down from 11:17 to 11:28. We're going to review what our expectations are, logistics in terms of what rooms people are going to be testing in, and what to expect from us, and how we are really going to push our best efforts on our state test this school year. Locations. Be on the lookout for your roster in terms of there's going to be an email sent out by me that's going to have every student's name on there in terms of where you're testing and the roster that goes with that. All right. So you need to find your location and determine where you are going to be testing at. Students who are not going to be testing with their Hive teachers. Okay. So if you have Miss Nishis for Hive, 7th grade, you're going to go to Mr. Keith's room, D209. Hopkins Hive, you're going to report to Miss Stelzer's room, that's D205. Wiley's Hive, you're going to report to Miss Cianciola's room, D108. Miller's Hive, you're going to report to Mrs. Conley's room, D112. If you're in Mr. Longear's Hive, you're going to be merged with some existing hives. So when I send that spreadsheet out today, please try and find your name on a 8th grade Hive roster. Okay, so please pay close attention to that email, because that is where you're going to be reporting each morning for our state test. If you're in these hives, you are going to be testing in a high school classroom at the start of the day. So please report to these locations when you come in the building tomorrow and Wednesday. If you have Boggs's Hive, you're going to report to E120 on the high school first floor. Linsnick, you're going to report to E107 on the high school first floor. Mr. Hunt's Hive, you're going to report to E102 on the high school first floor. And Hayden's Hive, you're going to report to E103 on the high school first floor. And again, that is for our testing days tomorrow and Wednesday. And just a reminder, we're going to have our school dance on April 26th. That's a couple Saturdays from now. Tickets are on sale now all the way through April 24th, and you can purchase those online. Always a great time to celebrate the great things that are happening here at Monroe Junior High. It's going to be a great event. So get your tickets starting now. And the Hornet Point store is open today, so please be sure to have your Hornet Points ready to go for that. And I'm going to cycle back to these locations again for testing. Please know that we are going to review that in our expectations meeting today during Hive. So don't feel like you have to have all this memorized. We're going to go over it again. With that being said, everybody have a fantastic day in Hornet Country.